Hit and Run missed the start about 2 to 3 lengths. Last to lead the gate and beginning quickly on the outside, Dayera. Flirty Bird away quickly with Love's Choice, Vale and Perfect Lady pushing up on the inside. Showing some speed today as Corraletta also travelling forward. Love's Choice up on the outside of Perfect Lady and Flirty Bird, and Dayera pushing forward on the outside, going up towards the lead. Dayera from the outside led Love's Choice a half length. A length Flirty Bird, Lycra Lady 3 deep, Perfect Lady the fence. 3/4 Corraletta running fifth. Then Zakynthos Girl and Richmond Air having a tough run out wide. Further back, Dance on Door. Hit and Run is now improving. Vale has shuffled back to near enough to last with Koi Cowgirl, and outside those Oregon Star. At the turn of the 850 metre mark, and it's Love's Choice on the inside, just in front. Moving up on the outside, there's one outsider, Dayera. Love's Choice and Dayera a half length, then to Lycra Lady third. 1.5 Flirty Bird running fourth. It's had a good run on the outside of Perfect Lady. 3 deep, Richmond Hair a length further back, Zakynthos Girl hard at it. Drifting back, Corraletta the inside, Dance on Door, then Hit and Run. Further back in the race, and Oregon Star. Vale back last, and with it Koi Cowboy. 450 out on the turn. Love's Choice a half length in front of Dayera. A length further back, Perfect Lady the rail, and now to the outside, Flirty Bird coming home very well. 2 to Vale up on the fence, and then Dance on Door. Love's Choice the leader from Perfect Lady. Vale getting out and running on from Flirty Bird inside the 200. Love's Choice in front. Vale from the back of the field weaving through. Vale gets to Love's Choice, then Flirty Bird and Perfect Lady. Vale takes the lead, and Vale will get up and win the first. A half length to Love's Choice. A length away third, Perfect Lady. Flirty Bird just weakened on its run fourth. Then Dance on Door, a gap Richmond Hair. Hit and Run further back in the race, Corraletta. A gap Zakynthos Girl, Koi Cowgirl from Dayera, Oregon Star, and tailed off here is Lycra Lady.
And winner number 7, Vale, $5 160 for Love's Choice at $2.30, and 10 Perfect Lady at $5.70.
7 4 10 there, number 7. That was Vale to return on the Super Tab, 5.80 and 2 even for Love's Choice, 2.20 and 10 for third, Perfect Lady, $6.10. Should be 7 4 10 there, first on the program at Sandown in Melbourne today. It's 10 past midday.
Racing away in a good line too, and Bel Quattro jumped pretty well, and so too did Fraud. Boaster's up there early, and the inside horses starting to push through. Mastery particularly with Pete Boggs, Zulu Chief, and here's Space Prince and Chinoy as Boaster's getting back. Final Fantasy's got to settle about fourth last early, followed by Able Master and Exploding Success. As they travel past the 950, and here Cosmic Copy booting through the middle, runs to a narrow lead. Space Prince goes into second posse, and third is Pete Bogg. Mastery fourth, Chinoy fifth, then Zulu Chief. 2 to Final Fantasy, nearly a length to Boaster. 1.5 to the Kiwi Able Master on the inside of Bel Quattro. 2 to Exploding Success, and Fraud is last. 5.50 left to go. Space Prince in front now. A half length Cosmic Copy, nearly 2 lengths Chinoy inside. Pete Bogg and Mastery wider out. Final Fantasy is next around Zulu Chief, and then Able Master, Boaster, Bel Quattro. Exploding Success and Fraud whips them in homeward bound, and Space Prince on the inside, just the leader from Cosmic Copy. Chinoy getting between them. Pete Bogg is struggling, and here's Final Fantasy being called upon from Mastery. Final Fantasy after Space Prince. 100 to go. Final Fantasy, Chinoy and Space Prince. Final Fantasy on the outside, and Chinoy kicks in the middle, and it's a close one. Chinoy the middle, Final Fantasy the outside, over on the inside third, Space Prince, followed by Pete Bogg, Bel Quattro, Able Master, Fraud, and then Mastery, followed by Boaster, Exploding Success. Second last was Cosmic Copy, and Zulu Chief was last. Photo.
12 Chinoy if it gets it, $60.30 and 12.20 for Final Fantasy in the photo as well at $3.90 and 180, and 7 Space Prince, $2.50.
And Space Prince, but he's kicked back in the centre, Chinoy, but the horse on the outside we've got to have respect for, particularly from where we view here. And oh boy, as we have a look at the free shot, it is tight indeed. Very close finish in the first event of the day. Hang on to your tickets. Let's work from the top as far as the totes are concerned. If it goes to number 4, Final Fantasy, it ended up 350 and 170. If it's Chinoy, number 12, and it is Chinoy. He's won it. Number 12, the roughie. Chinoy has scored $80.10 and $15.10. Number 4, Final Fantasy, $1.70. Number 7, Space Prince, $2.70. Quinella. So have a look at the photo of the finish, an absolute wart in it. The Quinella.
Melbourne.
From number 2, Gold Wave, who was Thanks last of all. First out is Stella Artois, who's flown out and led by a half-length Monterosso early. Fortune Finder a length and a half away third, followed by Soraya and Abyss next on the outside. Ascot Lady pushes up on the fence to be midfield, and then Tahuna Queen being followed by Starenda Amberline and 2 lengths to Shazoo. About to come off the back now, and Stella Artois the leader being held together. 3/4 Monterosso, a length and a half away third now is Abyss outside Fortune Finder. 2 lengths behind them, Ascot Lady over on the rails, followed by Tahuna Gold. Then Soraya in the centre, a length and a half Shazoo, who's gone past Durenda and Amberline last of all. Before the turn now, and Childs let Stella Artois have a little more range. She's going to corner 2 lengths in front. Round the bend, trying to get a break on them at the 400. Stella Artois straightened up more than 2 lengths now from Monterosso. On the outside is Abyss running on fairly well, and then Soraya back behind those Fortune Finder and Ascot Lady. Nearing the 200, Stella Artois 3 lengths. Monterosso, who's knuckling down. Abyss can't go on all at sea in the going. Soraya making some ground. Stella Artois getting tired. 50 metres to go. A length clear from Monterosso. She'll hold on though, Stella. Stella Artois won it by Nick Monterosso. 3 lengths away third as a photo. Maybe Soraya. It's close there. Fortune Finder on the rail, and Shazoo's run on well. Back behind those Ascot Lady. They're trailed in by Abyss, who didn't seem to handle the ground, and behind her was Starenda, and then Tahuna Gold and Amberline back at the end of the field.
Stella Artois 180 and 120. 9 Monterosso at 380 and 5 Soraya 180.
And back at Kembla.
Okay, 1 Stella Artois to pay $1.90 and $1.39. 9 Monterosso, a place dividend of $3.90 and 5 for third Soraya, $1.90. National Racing Service, Triple SFM. Next event.
Gates open and off they go. Zabwatch just a little slowly into stride. Other than that, it was a pretty good jump. Midnight Sun and Count Scenario from wide alleys are the early leaders. Here's Ronnie's right up there, and so's Flaxmill Bay, and but Marbell Bonnie's not very far away either on the inside, and then comes Reasons, Danyon. Second last is Zabwatch, and dropping out to the tail of the field, Hickey Picker. As they race past the 1,700 metres, and Midnight Sun shows the way. Count Scenario, and here's Ronnie second and third, and Flaxmill Bay is wider out, and then a gap to Marbell Bonnie, and 2 lengths further away, Reasons from Zabwatch, Danyon, and 2.5 lengths to Hickey Picker. Midnight Sun a clear-cut pilot, and over the 1,400 crossing she goes. A length and a half on the heavily tried Queenslander Flaxmill Bay. Count Scenario next. On its inside is here's Ronnie, and then a break to Reasons, followed by Marbell Bonnie. On the inside is Zabwatch. Second last is still Danyon, and 3/4 on his inside, Hickey Picker. Midnight Sun is increasing her lead on Flaxmill Bay as they race over towards the 1,000 marker, and must lead about 4 lengths. Third is here's Ronnie, and then comes Count Scenario. A length the Zabwatch. Reasons the outside, followed by Marbell Bonnie. Second last being Hickey Picker, and Danyon drops out last as they work to the side. They've got 850 ahead of them here, and Midnight Sun pilots the field. She's about 2.5 lengths on Flaxmill Bay. A length and a half to Ears Ronnie, a similar gap to Count Scenario. 2 to Zabwatch, hard ridden on the inside of Reasons, and then Danyon, Marbell Bonnie, and Hickey Picker whips them in. 600 left to go on the Nokia Spring Cup, and Midnight Sun in front. 2.5 lengths on the heavily tried Flaxmill Bay. Count Scenario called upon, works to third. Here's Ronnie fourth. 2 lengths to Reasons, a length to Danyon, 3 to Marbell Bonnie, Zabwatch, and Hickey Pickers last as they round the corner. Midnight Sun first for home. She's a length on Flaxmill Bay. Similar margin, third Count Scenario. As they come to the 200, Flaxmill Bay pounced on Midnight Sun. Count Scenario, and here's Danyon and Hickey Picker. Count Scenario hits the front. Danyon and Hickey Picker are coming home doggedly. Hickey Picker put the nose in front, and it's Hickey Picker. Hickey Picker from either Danyon or Count Scenario. Then Flaxmill Bay, Reasons, Marbell Bonnie, Midnight Sun, here's Ronnie, and Zabwatch at the tail of the field.
Number 7, Hickey Picker, 15.90, 3.60, 6 Danyon to pay 180, and 1 Count Scenario 180.
Plus $19.80 and $4. So the bookie boys rubbing their hands with glee after the first 2 races at the farm. Number 7, Hickey Picker, $19.80 and $4, has been able to score here from a tight finish. Danyon and Count Scenario are the 2 involved there. Danyon on the place tote. Number 6 was showing at $1.90, and Count Scenario, number 1, was paying at $2. Hickey Picker, trained by Robert Johnson at Hawkesbury, for K, Mrs M, P, G Rose and AG Pipos. A brown gelding, a 7-year-old, but don't say halo from Train kept a rollin', and Craig Carmody, the winning rider. Number 6 is second. That is Danyon, ridden by Corey Brown, who's by Success Express Danyon from Lockreen, the Bay of Brown Gelding 5, Paul Cave, the trainer, and 1 Count Scenario third, a Bay Gelding, a 5-year-old by Senek from Rose Baboo, Bede Murray, Chris Munn.
Racing, Checkmore bounced quickly with Wendigo. Further out, Danajaya, and another excuse will settle last of the 4. Into stride they come now. Checkmore leads a half length, but Danajaya quickly charging up on the outside. And Danajaya's gone up to Checkmore. Further back a length off now is Wendigo, and about 4-5 last of all of the 4 is another excuse as they go down to the 600-metre mark. Danajaya off the fence, Checkmore the inside, a length and a half Wendigo, and they've cleared out about 4 to 5 lengths in front of the 4th runner. Another excuse as they come to the bottom of the straight, and it's Danajaya from Checkmore and Wendigo 3 out. 2 or 3 further back, another excuse inside the 400. Danajaya put under pressure. Wendigo's gone straight past it, and it's hit the front now at the 300-metre mark. Wendigo from Checkmore. Danajaya struggling, then another excuse, but Wendigo inside the 200-metre mark, 2.5 in front, holding Checkmore. Danajaya struggling, another excuse getting past it, and Wendigo's too good. Wendigo scores about 3.5 lengths to Checkmore, 2 to another excuse third, and 2 lengths last of the 4 is Danajaya.
Number 10, Wendigo, 240 the win, no place betting, with the late scratching of number 1, 5 second, 8 third.
Number 10, Wendigo has won easily. Number 10, Wendigo, set behind the leaders Checkmore and Danajaya, quickly overhauled them at the 300-metre mark. And the
Super Tab div's not available there, 10.58.
Was the button, they're off. And it was a pretty good start too. Bar 1 coming out very, very slowly was Gratification. And as they settle fully into stride, Fairy Tales is the early leader, headed immediately by Arthur's Lass. Come On Grace is third, Cupro fourth, and then comes Brief Kiss. Getting through on the inside next is Rubatoff as they settle down from Life's a Rainbow. And behind those horses next is Brittany Miss, and making a little ground is Zastoff as they race about 300 metres. Let's go back to the lead. Arthur's Lass shows the way from Fairy Tales, Come On Grace, Cupro, and then comes Sandy Prospect, Rubatoff, Life's a Rainbow, Brief Kiss, and then the Hayan, a length and a half further back is Zastov, parked on the inside of Brittany Miss, and wider out is Better Succeed. A length further away, Little Patty, and then La Loop, followed by Bossy and Gratification. 600 out. Arthur's Lass leads the field on the toy show quality from Fairy Tales. Third is Sandy Prospect from Come On Grace, and then Cupro, followed by Life's the Rainbow. Rubatoff and Nahay and Better Succeed, and Brief Kiss, Little Patty, Zastov, and then Brittany Miss, followed by Bossy. A good margin off next is La Loop from Gratification as they straighten at Arthur's Lass. The rider kicks away on Arthur's Lass and past the 200. Arthur's Lass a length and a half on Fairy Tales, the immediate tackler. Zastov is getting home well. It's now Fairy Tales pouncing on Arthur's Lass. Zastov too late, and Fairy Tales beat Zastov and Arthur's Lass from Rubatoff. La Loop flew, then Bossy, Brief Kiss, followed by Brittany Miss, Sandy Prospect, Cupro. Come On Grace a length further away was Better Succeed. Life's the Rainbow, Gratification, Nahayan, and Little Patty at the tail of the field.
14 Fairy Tales to pay 340 and 170. 3 Zastov, 250. 11 for third, Arthur's Lass, $16.70 the place.
Third of the day.
Moving up
Mowbray.
Mowbray.
It well. Trained by...
Flew the gate down on the inside, landed a length in front from Say G'day, and behind those Sedurka. Further out Storm Edition with Mr Granada, a gap of a length and a half. Mondeal followed by Shore Blue. The inside then is Humphrey Go-Kart from Wise Words, Happy Festival. Spargo got back, and last of all is Urge. Dandy Kid held together in front. Storm Edition's moved up on the outside second. A length and a half Sedurka outside Say G'day. 1.5 Mr Granada at the 800 running fifth. A half Crusher Macaulay. Sixth on the fence, a length and a half further back Shore Blue. Mondeal 3 deep, a half Humphrey Go-Kart, 1.5 Happy Festival. Spargo followed by Wise Words. Urge last of all, 600 out, and Dandy Kids had a pretty easy run in front. 3/4 Storm Edition, a length and a half store further back in the race. Sedurka off the fence, Say G'day, followed back to the inside by Crusher Macaulay at the 400 metre mark, and Dandy Kid a half in front of Storm Edition. 2 lengths further back in the race, Sedurka from Crusher Macaulay, then Say G'day under pressure. It's Dandy Kid getting away a length and a half in front of Storm Edition, then Crusher Macaulay, but inside the 200 metre mark, Dandy Kid opens up. He's going for 4 on the trot, and he's shot 3 in front. Crasher Macaulay is starting to pick up good ground, but Dandy Kid, he's home again all the way. Dandy Kid by 1.5. Crasher Macaulay second, 2 away third, Storm Edition. Then further back in the race would have been Sedurka, followed the outside by back behind those Shore Blue, Humphrey Go-Kart, behind those Happy Festival, then Urge, Wise Words, followed by Sagaday, who dropped out from Mr. Granada, Mondeal and Spargo back at the tail.
3 Dandy Kid, 251.30. Number 8 Crasher Macaulay, 230, and 4 Storm Edition at $10.80.
Number 3, Dandy Kid to pay 261.50. 8 Crasher Macaulay, 210, and 4 Storm Edition to pay 7.20. Shortly the replay at the coast.
And that is...
They're off in the Silver Shadow, and Catamarca, the short price favourite, jumped brilliantly. Miss Doopsy was out pretty well, and Sally Magic's right up with the leaders. Sundown getting back. Boulevard is rushing into 4th position. Miss Zoe through on the inside to 5th, then Katuma, followed by Forest Bronze, a length and a half to Sundown, and then cut above. Countess Christie is well astern over on the inside, and so too the stablemates. Let's Rock again. Now Hutter's getting back. Cut above, in fact, has drifted to second last, and Highgrove is last. 6.50 left to go, and Catamarca is the leader. A half length on Boulevard. Third, Sally Magic from Miss Zoe and Katima, then Miss Doopsy. Forest Express over on the inside is Countess Christie from Cut Above, and Let's Rock again. A length to Highgrove. Second last is Sundown as they race to approach the corner. At a length and a half to Hutt. Homeward bound on the Roseland Stud, Silver Shadow, and Catamarca being taken on by Boulevard. Catamarca about 3/4 in front. Third is Katima. Miss Zoe fourth on the inside, and then Forest Express and Countess Christie. Catamarca Opie Boss and goes for her, but Katima's got her in the twinkling of an eye. Katima put pay to them. Forest Express and Highgrove rattling home, but Katima wins the Silver Shadow. Katima has beaten a toss-up. Forest Express and Highgrove, followed by Miss Zoe. Catamarca knocked up. Then Countess Christie, Boulevard cut above. Let's Rock again, Hutt. And then Sally Magic, Miss Doopsy and Sundown a distant last. Oh, she's a good filly. She put pay to them in the twinkling of an eye.
6 Katima to pay $7.20 and $2.20. We'll stand by for the minors. Getting set, Mowbray.
Has taken out the Silver Shadow Stakes by Zedidiv from Kabitka, trained here by Guy Walter for his long-term clients, Mrs. J.S. and Mr. J.K. Mackay, bred by Mrs. Mackay. The winner, Katima, a 3-year-old chestnut filly. Kevin Moses in the saddle, first up since winning the Keith Mackay at Randwick on the 5th of April. Numbers official, 6, 5 and 4. Second placing going to number 5, Highgrove. Got home well, the New Zealander, $3.40. The winner at 7.20 and 2.40. 3.40 second. At number 4, Forest Express third, has returned $5.40.
For second, 3.20 there on Super Tab, and 4 Forest Express 5.20 off, Mowbray.
And 2 Metro, one of the first hit.
The Twist is showing some speed with Withdrawn when they settle down with Grand Archway, and the grey. Final Tempo is going to take it up from the outside. Final Tempo moved to the lead, a length and a half in front of French Clock and Umrum. A length further back, Withdrawn fourth. 2 further back, Grand Archway. Fifth outside it, Oliver Twist, as they just start to slacken. Grand Archway lost some ground from Sky Heights in a flurry the rail. 3/4 Von Ann and 2 of 3. Then to Dignity Dancer, back at the tail with Perpetual Check. At the turn of the 950, Final Tempo, a neck in front of French Clock. 2 to Withdrawn third, Umrum fourth. They're followed by Oliver Twist, who's fifth, but out 3 deep, a length and a half, Grand Archway. In a flurry, got up on the inside of her from Von Ann. 1 to Sky Heights and Dignity Dancer and Perpetual Check. 6.50 out, Final Tempo led the list in a half, French Clock. A half to Umrum third, the outside from Withdrawn fourth. They're followed by Oliver Twist, who has to come wide. A length and a half, then a Grand Archway inside her in a flurry. Then Sky Heights, who's well back, got into trouble from Perpetual Check. Dignity Dancer last of all. French Clock goes to Final Tempo. At the 350, they sprint 2.5 in front of Umrum from in a flurry. Sky Heights behind those. Grand Archway under pressure, followed further back by Oliver Twist, but French Clock the leader. Now in a flurry, starting to peck it back quickly from Sky Heights. In a flurry's got to French Clock. Sky Heights late. In a flurry, Drew clear. Sky Heights a stablemate after it, but in a flurry wins the list in a half length. Second, Sky Heights a great run. 2 away third. French Clock from Grand Archway. They're followed the outside by Von Ann. Behind those Umrum, further back, Withdrawn, Perpetual Check. Final Tempo, well back in the race then. Oliver Twist and Dignity Dancer last of all.
11 in a flurry, 10.20 and 3.10. 7 Sky Heights at 2.70. 4 French Clock at $5.
And on the Super Tab 11 in a flurry, 10.90, 3.37 Sky Heights to pay $3, 4 for third French Clock, $4 even. Treble combination in Melbourne, combination 10, 3, 11, $273.
Right, 11, 7 and 4. About to move up Kembla, race 5 at Kembla.
Racing in the up and coming, and Testarossa from the outside, and Marachelle bounced out in front, commencing nicely high rolling, and Commands is right up there this afternoon and not far away as a line, and a couple to Shy Hero. Over on the inside is Perfect Paradise as they settle into stride, followed by Easy Rocking, and then Monards and Shogun Lodge back to last. Marachelle takes up the running, and at the 800 Marachelle about a length and a half clear on high rolling. Commands is third, a line fourth, and Testarossa is next. Perfect Paradise on the favourites inside, and then comes Easy Rocking, Shy Hero, Monards next to last. At Absolute is Shogun Lodge, 500 to go, and Marachelle keen to run. He's a length and a half high rolling. Going up quickly now is Testarossa. Commands locked in from a line. Shy Hero, Easy Rocking, 2 to Perfect Paradise. Hard Ridden has lost ground from Shogun Lodge, and Monards around the corner, and the Melbourne Colt Testarossa's out after Marachelle. Going off the track, Shy Hero, Easy Rocking making ground. Testarossa hits the front. Marachelle fighting back, and here's Easy Rocking. Shades of the San Domenico. Testarossa and Easy Rocking. It's Testarossa pulling out plenty. Oh, he's a great colt. Testarossa from Easy Rocking and a line. And then Shogun Lodge, followed by Commands, Marachelle, Perfect Paradise, Monards high rolling, and Shy Hero, who ran off on the corner at the tail of the field. Oh, isn't he a great colt?
2 Testarossa did it well, 170, 130, 7 Easy Rocking to pay 280, and 1 a line, 220.
Of the San Domenico Stakes at Randwick, Easy Rocking coming at Testarossa, but Damien Oliver fairly kind to Testarossa in the last little bit, and the Crackerjack colt from Melbourne has won it again. This time the up-and-coming stakes. Stand by for numbers. There they go. 271, 2 Testarossa, Damien Oliver, $1.90 and $1.30. A great colt. Easy Rocking, number 7, Mick Dittman, has returned a dividend in New South Wales of $3.50, and a line has run a great third, and he'll pay $2.30. Testarossa making it 7 from 9. By Perugino from Bo Dapper, trained by Dean Lawson at Flemington. He's done a mighty job with this horse. 9 starts, 7 wins into second, owned by J and Mrs. G. Kaplan and Damien Oliver. 2 rides on him for 2 wins, and of course they have been his only 2 starts this time in. Number 7, Easy Rocking, gallant in defeat by Barathea from Twiglet, a 3-year-old bay colt trained by Ronnie Quinton, ridden by Mick Dittman, and a Lion who ran such a gallant second in the Golden Slipper by Night Shift from Super Trend, a 3-year-old chestnut colt, John Hawkes, Rod Quinn, waiting for 4th and 5th. Now the time will be of interest, 1:10:13. Star Watch is the long-standing race record holder at 1:89, 1:10:13.
Balls are back and they're off and running. Golden Light missed it a length and a half, and Ken's caught the bookmaker. Bounced quickly with Casino Heights, Bata Con Dios. Further out the Warrior, followed further back in the race by Regal Royal. Going down to the winning post now, the Warrior, Casino Heights pushing forward. Bata Con Dios, the bookmaker, back on the inside. Outside at Ken's Court, a few of them are keen to lead here. And the Warrior and Casino Heights are going to come across and lead out of the straight from Bata Con Dios, followed by Colorado Ring, who moved deep around Ken's Court. Over on the inside, the bookmaker. A length and a half then to Cotton on Flyer, Regal Royal. Flying Voodoo 3 out, 2 for the back, Private Income. Then Behemoth and Golden Light last of all. The favourite in front, Casino Heights to the back, about a head in front of the Warrior, now on terms. A length then to Colorado Ring's done a good job to get up to third, as the Warrior took it up at the 1400 metre mark down the back. And the Warrior moved a length and a half. Flying Voodoo, after being caught, now goes wide and goes forward. Flying Voodoo goes up outside the Warrior. A length and a half, Casino Heights into the box seat third. 1 Colorado Ring at the 1200. 1200 running fourth from Bita Con Dios. Regal Royal 3 out, back in the middle, Ken's Court. 2 to the bookmaker, the grey on the inside of Private Income. 1.5 Cotton on Flyer. Then Golden Light and 2 to Behemoth last of all. At the turn of the 1,000-metre mark, the Warrior by 3/4. Second on the outside, Flying Voodoo. Casino Heights is parked third on the inside of Colorado Ring. Regal Royal is out 3 wide now, going up to third. 1.5 lengths to Bita Con Dios on the inside of Ken's Court. At the 800-metre mark, 2 further back, Private Income. The grey, the bookmaker, the fence, 1.5 lengths, Golden Light. 1 further back, Cotton on Flyer. And 4 Behemoth last of all. 700 out, the Warrior from Flying Voodoo. Regal Royal's been tracking wide all the way. And Casino Heights has had a good run over on the inside. 4th, 1/2 further back in the race. Colorado Ring, 1 length further back in the race. Ken's Court. Then Bita Con Dios and a gap to Private Income. And the bookmaker back to the inside. In the straight they come. The Warrior joined by Flying Voodoo. 2 to Casino Heights, about to get into the clear from Regal Royal. Then Colorado Ring and a gap to Ken's Court and Bita Con Dios. Flying Voodoo took the lead from the Warrior. 2 or 3 then to the favourite under a lot of pressure with his 58. And Flying Voodoo hit the front with 150 to go. Jimmy's got him going well. He's drawn 1.5 lengths, the Warrior. 3 further back, Casino Heights, Regal Royal. Nothing from behind but Flying Voodoo. Flying Voodoo, there must be 2 of these. 1.5 lengths, the Warrior. 1.5 lengths away third, Regal Royal. Then Ken's Court from Casino Heights, Colorado Ring. A gap then the bookmaker. Further back is Bita Con Dios, Cotton on Flyer. A long gap Behemoth, the last 2, Private Income and Golden Light.
4.11.7 and Flying Voodoo at 7.30 290. The Warrior 260. Regal Royal 3.30.
4 Flying Voodoo, 7.20 and 290. 11 the Warrior, 260 and 7. Regal Royal, 3.50.
7. Best foot for
Tie the knot and 2 lengths to Josh Stks. Bazile Bay up front leads the way. They're at the 1,000 metres mark. He's 1 length in front. Martree's moved up outside Sunline, 2 lengths to Regal. In between runners then starting to push through is Passmore. Referrals out wide on the track, starting to stride around the outside. They were followed further back by Padstow. 1 length in the field, a banner headline into Gaze Arena on the fence. 2 or 3 lengths away in the field to Tie the Knot and 6 lengths to Josh Stks. Bazile Bay turned loose by York at the 550. Led 2.5 on Sunline, who cantered up to be second. 2 lengths away, Referral, then came Martree. Padstow off the tracks, a Regal the fence, into Gaze Arena, and Tie the Knot Die looking for a miracle run back on the fence. Bazile Bay straightens up in front. Cassidy hasn't moved yet on Sunline, and he's had a look over his shoulder now. He's moved up quickly and hit the front. Referral running on from Arena. Padstow and Tie the Knot late. It's Sunline in front, trying hard as Referral. Tie the Knot is absolutely scorching home on the inside. Sunline in front. Tie the Knot coming quickly. Too late, Sunline. Sunline 1/2 length. Tie the Knot a mighty second. Referral third, then Arena. They were followed by Martree, into Gaze. Further back was Josh Stks, Bazile Bay, Regal, Padstow, then Passmore, and Banner Headline was last of all in the Tooheys Warwick Stakes. The race has gone to script, with Sunline winning, but not before Tie the Knot has run her to about 1/2 length. They said before the running of this race that Tie the Knot, those who had been at the track and seen his trials, that he'd come back better than ever. And on that run today, he certainly has. That is a marvellous performance, but take nothing away from Sunline. Her natural speed had her behind Bazile Bay, who led them up. She was travelling easily on the bend. Larry Cassidy had a sustained peep over his left shoulder, but there was not the acceleration. She was able to get a length away from them, but Referral was coming, and you could see Tie the Knot getting a run, Die weaving a passage through the field. But Sunline has been a little bit too good and has landed a rally of very big bets. A 4-year-old bay mare by Desert Sun, Trevor McKee the trainer, his son of course Stephen here overseeing this mare's preparation. The champion New Zealand filly from last year at $1.80 and $1.20 has been too good, ridden by Larry Cassidy. Second in the race to Tie the Knot, Guy Walter, and they would be in raptures connection.